right here inside the palace, while the Queen and one other person are still in captivity. Ibrahim Alege, TVC News, Koro Ekiti, Kwara State.
Ibrahim joins me now for more on this story. It seems that the residents are quite familiar with these attackers. One of the respondents you spoke with mentioned that they've received threats in the past from going to their farms. Who did they say the attackers were, and what more have you learned about this incident?
Well, it's obvious that the attackers are not from their community. They said they call them gunmen, or even some, they label them as bandits because they are not from their community. But they've been coming from time to time. The man said that they sought for help, but the help was not coming, and they didn't know that to be their...
Probably we'll get back to Ibrahim Alege in the course of this bulletin to get more on the updates on the dastardly act in Koro, that's in Ekiti, local government area of Kwara State. But let's turn quickly now to Imo State, where the National Emergency Management Agency has now expressed shock over an explosion which claimed 5 lives at an illegal bunkering site at Obiti Rubber Estate in Ohaji Egbema local government area. TVC News Principal has details.
5 people have been reportedly killed following an explosion that occurred at an illegal bunkering site in Obiti, Ohaji Egbema local government area. Leading a team from NEMA, the Director General, Mustafa Ahmed, said the agency was there on a rapid assessment of the disaster and the rest is over the Operations Office to work with all stakeholders to get a detailed assessment for possible support to affected persons.
Never ever vandalize any government property. Pipelines should not be touched. What this has cost, over how many minutes of forest burnt, rubber forest gone, lives. As we are going on the way, you are seeing how lives, the order is something else. The advice is nobody should tamper with government property. Government pipelines should not be vandalized.
Some people from the area expressed worry over the nefarious activities of pipeline vandals in the area, which has continuously led to loss of lives and property.
Unfortunately, incidents like this are not teaching anybody any lesson. Even as it is happening, a lot of criminals are still doing the same thing over and over. Lives are always lost in the process. It's happening all over the Niger Delta.
This was a very unfortunate situation. Though we have it as a recurring decimal like this area, sometime last 2 years, I had this kind of experience in Obama that claimed over close to 200 persons. And we thought that would have been a lesson to our people, but now another one has happened again. Though we thank God it's not as heavy as it was during the Bema home, but we still, I must tell you that it's a sad story that we cannot continue losing young men and family people and our farmland because of this. It's a very unfortunate situation that we cannot continue to pray for.
2 years ago, a similar incident happened at an illegal refining site at Abezi Forest in Ohaji Egbema local government area of Imo State, which claimed several lives. Prince Oba, TVC News, Ohaji.
Well, back to our coverage of the killing of the Koro Monarch yesterday and the abduction of his wife and another person. Ibrahim Alege was at the community earlier. He joins me now live from Ilorin. You mentioned that the residents did say that they've reported these to security authorities, but help wasn't coming. Sounds like an indictment on security, in that area. But what did you see for yourself as to the security infrastructure after this attack?
Well, for now, different security agents in the community now, but I don't think this was the situation in the past. Even accessing that place, from the main road to the Koro community is a very long distance, and there are no houses, just bushes, by the roadside. And if somebody is kidnapped along that, before help could even come, it will take a longer period of time. Even before you can call for, assistance from the state capital, it takes like 3 hours from Ilorin to that particular community. And the place is strategically situated because it's in between Kwara, Kogi, and Ekiti State. It's in Ekiti local government. And the people are worried because their monarch was actually a general in the Nigerian army. And if such a person could be killed like that and his wife kidnapped, 2 other persons also kidnapped, one has regained his freedom, the people are actually apprehensive. You can see that in their faces because they are not really finding it, palatable at all. The security around the area now, it's keeping things calm, but it's obvious that these people, they are not feeling safe.
You mentioned that Koro is about 3 hours drive away from the state capital, but is there police presence in the community? I'm talking about a real functioning police station.
Well, it's my first time in that community, but driving through to the Oba's Palace, I did not notice any police station. But it's a community within a particular local government. So the police station, the police post could be in another community, but not in that particular location. But today, we have a lot of different, we have the military, the civil defense corps, and also the Nigerian police. All of them, are there today, including the commissioner of police, of course, whom we interviewed. Of course, the attention is on that community now, but thereafter, what happens next? I think there should be concerted effort to ensure that these people are secured by situating a police post. And one of the respondents actually suggested that they want a military checkpoint or police checkpoint because it's a boundary community between Kwara and Kogi, and of course, Ekiti State.
Ibrahim Alege live for us in Kwara. Thank you for the update. Let's turn to Bayelsa State, where the cordon and search operation of the Nigerian Navy ship in parts of the state is yielding results in the fight against crude oil criminals. This feat has led to the discovery of over 17,000 liters of illegally refined automotive gas oil in southern Niger and many more in other parts of the state. TVC News' Joseph Kunde reports.